Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Stevenson. We're going to go over Monday's Fix-It sentences. And remember you guys, don't worry too much if you can't find all of the mistakes. Just find the ones you can and do your best. If you look down here, it says, remember to look for capitals, spelling, ending punctuation, apostrophes, commas, and missing words. And the whole point of doing Fix-It sentences is to give us kind of a platform to learn about when to use these things and when to have capitals on certain words, when to use apostrophes and commas. And so if you don't already know it on every sentence that you come to, that's okay, that's kind of the point. It just gives us a sentence to work on together and then to actually learn those things. So it's all good, you guys. Don't be frustrated if you can't find them all. And that's why we go over it. That's where the learning happens. These numbers up here by your sentences tell you how many mistakes are in each sentence. But I do hope we definitely pay attention to capitals and periods or question marks or exclamation marks at the end of a sentence, right? Okay, so let's go over Monday. I'll read it to you. Dad's shirt has blue, red, and white dots on it. So the way that I like to do a Fix-It sentence is kind of highlight in the example what I found and then I can rewrite it. So of course, automatically I'm starting my capital or my sentence with a capital, and also Dad's name in this case could have a capital anyways. And I definitely am going to need a period. Sometimes it might be a question mark or an exclamation mark at the end of a sentence, but this can be a period. Okay, so that's 2 mistakes. There's 5. So if I look over my spelling, everything looks right on spelling. So it must be more punctuation. And punctuation can include more than periods, question marks, and exclamation marks. Like it said, it might be commas and apostrophes. So let's look at this word dads. We know that apostrophes can be used to join 2 words together, like in a contraction, like the word can't would be can and not joined together with an apostrophe, or don't, right? Do not. If we squish those together, that apostrophe shows the missing letter O that we took out. Apostrophes can also be used to show possession or ownership. So in this case, it's Dad's shirt. So we put in a little apostrophe right there to show that this shirt belongs to Dad. Just like if we said it's Mrs. Stevenson's pencil, we put an apostrophe in between the N and the S and Mrs. Stevenson's at the end. Okay, so that's 3. The next thing is that we kind of have a list in this sentence. We're listing the colors of spots. So we need commas to separate items in a list. So Dad's shirt has blue, comma, red, comma, and white dots on it. And when we're separating items in a list, we don't need a comma after the and right there before that last item. So just separating all the items and then the word and then your last item. So do we have 5 errors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And sometimes you might have the right number of errors and it wasn't exactly the correct thing, so that's okay. Let's rewrite it and then we can check with our answer key. So capital. So here's where I have the word dad and then I put my apostrophe to show that it's his shirt. Dad's shirt has blue, red, and white dots on it. Excellent. Okay, let's do our next sentence and then we'll check our answer key together. Ms. Johnson works at Logan Elementary School. Okay, there are 7 mistakes in this sentence. Immediately, I'm looking at capitals and periods. So definitely we're gonna need a capital on Ms. and a period at the end. Okay, so when we're talking about a woman, we could say Mrs., Ms., or Miss. So in this case, we're using Ms. Johnson, and it's going to need a period after that title. Johnson is her last name, so she needs a capital J on Johnson. And look here, we have Logan Elementary School. It's the name of a school, and we know that proper nouns are the names of places or people or things need capitals, just like McGrath Elementary School would get a capital. Logan Elementary School needs capital. So I'm just gonna highlight these. If I was just to use the plain old word school in a sentence, like I miss going to school, it doesn't need a capital. But if we're saying I miss going to McGrath Elementary School every day, then it needs a capital because it's the specific name of a school. Okay, what are we at for mistakes? 1, period in there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's rewrite it. Ms., period, capital, Johnson works at Logan Elementary School, period. Okay, then I would get my answer key and I would check my answer key to make sure I have everything the same, which we do. If you like, you can give yourself a little check mark, or you can come over here and say, oh, you got 5 out of 5, or maybe you got 4 out of 5, or 3 out of 5, and 7 out of 7. And then, so this is the second page for this week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you printed it, you could do this. If you didn't print it, you could make a little chart like this, or you really don't have to. It says track your progress, color in a box for each correct problem. So if you got all 5 errors on Monday, then you color it in and you're making yourself a little bar graph. And then if you got all 7 on the second question, then you color that in as well. Okay, so like I said, go easy on yourself. The whole point is to learn about how to use this punctuation or spelling or different things. So that's it for today. Good job, you guys.